What tiny thing meant the world to you? Last week, I went to the movies and left my jacket there. So the next day, I called the theater to see if they'd found it and I could come pick it up. The guy put me on hold so he could check the lost and found. And while I was sitting there waiting, I suddenly realized what a huge moment this was. When I'd noticed I left my jacket there, I looked up the number for the theater and called them without even a second thought. That sounds pretty normal, but a year before, that wouldn't have been an option for me. I had such horrible social anxiety that there was absolutely no way I'd consider placing a phone call. I honestly don't even think I'd have called 911 if I was on fire. My anxiety was completely ruining my life. I was afraid to leave my apartment in case I ran into someone on the elevator and had to interact with them. I couldn't even talk to people online because I was constantly terrified that I'd say something that would make someone mad at me. Sometimes I couldn't even put my finger on what I was afraid of. But for some reason it felt like if I interacted with someone and I couldn't understand what they were saying, or they thought I was being rude, or they asked me a question I couldn't answer, the world would just end. It got to the point where I couldn't work and honestly considered ending my life. Thank God my family forced me to get help. After a lot of really torturous exposure therapy, I started developing scripts for common social situations. And once I put myself in the situations I was terrified of over and over again, my brain finally started believing